What's going on, everybody? It's your boy, Delta, and today I'm here to give a little first impressions on Daemon X Machina. Normally I don't do this stuff. I normally just make gaming comedy, play with my friends and everything, and record on my Xbox. But I love my Switch as much as I love my Xbox, and I like to shed a little light on this game because it's being overlooked right now. Daemon X Machina is a future upcoming mech game coming out in the summer of 2019. And with everything I've seen so far, this game has a lot of promise, and I would not overlook it in the slightest. I want to talk about some of the good and some of the bad in Daemon X Machina. Let's start off with some of the good. Customization is probably the number one thing I can think about this game. When it comes to customization, there is a lot of options. You can customize the head, customize the body, your processing chip, your arms, your legs, your weapons, what grenade or support items you use, your sub-weapon, and your shoulder weapon. There is a lot of kind of customization. For example, you want to go sword and shield? You can do that. You want to run an SMG with a bazooka? Go ahead, have a field day. There's a lot of things you can do in this game. If you've ever played a game called Armored Core, you would pretty much say this is the exact same thing. Customize the color of your robot and go wild. Another good plus to the game is the lab. The lab is honestly probably one of the greatest things about this game. It adds skills to your character's abilities. For example, double jumping. Having a blade on my body. You see these prosthetic arms and legs? I didn't have those before. I customized my character to have those after I did some upgrades. And my face never used to glow like that. I can add reload speed to my mech with this perk right here, and there's a bunch of other stuff you can do. You can also restart your entire process if you really want to by hitting restore organic body parts, which kind of sounds weird. Change your appearance, and that's really it. Now let's go on to gameplay. I would say another thing about this game, it really brings out the Unreal Engine in this game, and it runs pretty well. I wouldn't say it's the smoothest game on the market, but it can be tuned up a little bit to be a little more smooth. Gameplay is honestly pretty good, although with some minor complaints. Number one is honestly called dead triggers, which is actually a very odd occurrence right now to me. In the demo, I've actually had moments where I wasn't holding down the triggers and the guns will automatically fire for me. And I was quite confused why. I hope that's kind of a bug, and I just really hope that that can be sorted out later down the road. Another problem I see with this game is actually how the frame rates can drop very easy when too much happens on the screen. For example, this boss fight. When he shoots the cannon a bit, the frames just go down quite a bit. And they're not as active as they once were. And another thing I could say that's a con is kind of the controls. There's a bit of clunk to these controls, but it just takes time to get used to how they handle. I'd say the clunkiest part about it is switching to your sub-weapons. For example, trying to switch to my SMGs, I need to tap the D-pad instead of just holding it down so I can switch. And it can kind of be a pain in the ass to do that sometimes. And I wish it really wasn't like that. I wish I could just like hold it down or tap it once and be done. I have to tap it in total 2 to 3 times in order to switch my weapons, which I hope that gets patched out too. And I haven't played much in handheld mode though, but the frame rates seem to drop even more in handheld mode than they do in dock mode. So I hope that gets addressed too. Other than that, the game plays fine. It honestly is fine. To be honest with you, if you are a mech fan or an Armored Core fan, I would not overlook this game for this year. For mech fans, it's just another long-running mech game. And for Armored Core fans, it's something we haven't gotten in years. The Armored Core series has been dormanted ever since Veterans Day. This game will feature online, which I hope does it a little different than the generic online that we've been getting lately. What would I like to see happen is raid battles with your friends against giant custom-made bosses for online only. You team up with your friends, and you can get some pretty cool loot from it. That's all I'd like to say about this game right now. And to finish out the video, here is me slaying a giant.